Good evening, Professor Lisa Dury. This is Francis Amadei. I am going to be presenting the contemporary business leadership presentation for this class. The overview of my presentation would be business leader description, application of leadership theory, greatest career achievement, handling a challenge, leadership style comparison, leadership lesson, and finally, reflections. I interviewed Dr. Philip William Ludwig, MD, the president of New View Health in Boca Raton, Florida. I did request his permission to record the video, and this was done prior to recording the video, and I did get consent. Thank you. So, the interviewee was selected for this presentation due to exceptional leadership qualities and the great strides of accomplishment in the organization. New View Health is a telehealth provider widely known for its innovative patient care and operational efficiencies. Dr. Ludwig's leadership has been instrumental, if you will, in advancing the organization's mission and enhancing healthcare delivery in the community. His contribution to the healthcare industry have earned recognition and respect among his peers and colleagues alike. Dr. Ludwig has served as the president of New View Health since 2014, a full 10 years of experience, and made significant strides and contributions to the organization. His leadership has resulted in advancements in quality patient care at New View Health, ensuring that services provided are evidence-based and adhere to current medical standards. He has focused on enhancing operational efficiency, which has led to streamlined process and better resource management, making New View Health a front runner, as it were, in the telemedicine industry. Dr. Ludwig also emphasizes staff growth, advocating for learning and professional development and cultivating a team that is motivated and competent in delivering top-notch care to patients. With respect to application of leadership theory, I found that Dr. Ludwig's leadership style aligns very closely with principles of transformational leadership, which is a style where leaders inspire and motivate followers to exceed their self-interest, for the organization's good and achieve extraordinary outcomes. Several key elements of theory will be addressed now. Let us look at visionary leadership. Dr. Ludwig demonstrated visionary leadership by creating a vision for New View Health. He articulates this vision to the team, inspiring them to work towards a common goal or common goals that enhance patient care and operational efficiency, which is very important for an organization like this. He also has intellectual stimulation as part of his repertoire of gifts. He encourages innovation and credibility among his staff. He promotes also a culture where employees feel empowered to suggest new ideas and solutions, fostering an environment of inclusivity and continuous improvement. In fact, he has also individualized consideration. Dr. Ludwig values team members' personal and professional growth, taking time to understand individual needs and aspirations, providing personalized support and opportunities for development. Inspirational motivation is another aspect of his leadership. He inspires team to achieve higher performance and dedication by communicating passion and commitment to excellence. His enthusiasm and positive outlook motivate employees to strive for work excellence. Dr. Ludwig exemplifies also transformational leadership through various examples at NewView Health. And here are they. Vision implementation. He has successfully established innovative patient care programs that have significantly improved the overall quality of care. He has also encouraged innovation, consistently organized brainstorming sessions with team members to foster new ideas, which stimulates intellectual growth and makes employees feel valued, as it were, and essential to the organization's success. Supporting staff development. Dr. Ludwig understands that it is important for continuous learning and provides ample opportunities for professional development. This includes workshops, seminars, and further educational programs that help staff to stay updated with the latest medical advancements. I appreciate that in an organization like this. Motivating employees. Dr. Ludwig has implemented recognition and reward programs to acknowledge outstanding performance and dedication by his individual members. These programs boost morale and motivate employees to maintain high standards of excellence in work. Dr. Ludwig's actions exemplify the core principles of transformational leadership, driving positive change and a nurturing, high-performing, motivated team. That is good leadership as far as I'm concerned. Looking at the greatest career achievement. Dr. Ludwig's greatest career achievement moment stems from dedication to assisting hospitals via telemedicine at NewView Health. This was particularly noticeable in the time of the COVID pandemic, when hospitals lost important members of staff. They lost doctors, nurses, and as a result of that, they were short-staffed. Not only that, some people got very sick, and they had to recruit doctors from around the country to provide such needed services. And so this is what I'm talking about. This accomplishment holds value as it directly tackles the shortage of specialists in healthcare facilities, guaranteeing that patients receive essential care, even up to this day, in settings where limited resources are evident. By implementing telemedicine, Dr. Ludwig has also elevated patients' care quality, boosting the efficiency of partner hospitals. There are some hospitals that have no subspecialties in certain areas like neurology and nephrology, and in some cases these services are provided by NewView, which gives them the kind of services that they can give to the patient. This is remarkable. In achieving this feat, Dr. Ludwig applied leadership principles, motivating and guiding the team to embrace the application of technology in the healthcare sector. He also exemplified transformational leadership traits by prioritizing the needs of hospitals and patients, fostering an atmosphere among medical professionals, and ensuring ongoing growth and development for his staff. As I look at the greatest career achievement, I look at servanthood leadership. From all that I've said before, Dr. Ludwig's key to achieving career milestones lies in practicing servant leadership. As detailed in Part A of the Characteristics of Leadership Likert Scale, Dr. Ludwig excelled in traits such as listening, empathy, mindfulness, and responsible stewardship, which were crucial in navigating the complexities of introducing telemedicine services in the various states and hospitals that he has done so far with his team. He has also, as I said before, a listening and empathetic air. This is consistent. He has led a consistent application of these abilities And so he has involved understanding the difficulties hospital and the team encountered in building trust through active listening and empathy. He tackled issues, offered personalized assistance, and built a strong foundation of trust and collaboration, making the team feel valued at all ends. Now, persuasion. Dr. Ludwig's impressive persuasive skills demonstrated talent for guiding and persuading the team to embrace required changes. The ability to influence was vital in anticipating obstacles and tackling steps to overcome them, because through these skills, Dr. Ludwig guaranteed the resources were used effectively and that the services provided met the highest quality standards. This strategy nurtured a positive and cooperative work atmosphere, enabling the team to excel in all of its endeavors. I look at handling of a challenge, a significant one. Dr. Ludwig faced an obstacle in career when streamlining the routines of doctors to enhance the quality of patient care. This obstacle proved to be quite challenging, as doctors value their independence, and sometimes quite a bit of them may hesitate to adhere to procedures that is a bit foreign to them or that they are not accustomed to. But through his gentle chiding to address this issue, Dr. Ludwig introduced multidisciplinary rounds, emphasizing the importance of structured approaches in enhancing quality care. Some of the physicians, what they were accustomed to were one physician rounded on the patient, and he developed his own plan of care with the input of no other expertise. And so he does not have the knowledge base of all expertise. He is not a nutritionist. He is not a speech therapist. He is not a pharmacist, and none of these. He is not a nutritionist. And so by neglecting the useful input of these subspecialties, I think we have done medicine a disfavor. That is in the words of Dr. Ludwig. And so what he has done, he has effectively established multidisciplinary rounds that is consistent, that gives consistent care protocols by convincing doctors about the advantages and practices resulting in improved patient outcomes in the ICU and elsewhere. As I look at handling a challenge, servant leadership continues. Dr. Ludwig's approach to standardizing physician practices leans more towards leadership than management. While managers typically focus on control and task completion, leadership involves inspiring and guiding others toward a goal. Dr. Ludwig demonstrated leadership traits like listening, empathy, awareness, and stewardship, as outlined in Part B of the characteristics of leadership on the Likert scale. Awareness of stewardship. Dr. Ludwig's strong performance in these areas showcases the ability to anticipate, and proactively manage issues, ensuring resource utilization and upholding very high standards of patient care. These leadership qualities played a role in overcoming the challenge of establishing a supportive and cooperative atmosphere that enabled the successful implementation of standardized care protocols. As we look at power bases and the impact of behavior, you can see by now that Dr. Ludwig's role as a CEO and president in NewView Health employed several power bases to address the challenge of standardizing physician practices. Ultimate power. The position of CEO and president granted Dr. Ludwig the influence of authority stemming from the official role within the organization. This power base allowed the adoption of multidisciplinary rounds and ensure alignment with his organizational policies. Expert power. Dr. Ludwig's extensive medical knowledge as a critical care physician and as a pulmonary specialist provided the credibility to sway physicians' opinions. Expert power arises from specialized knowledge or skills. The profound comprehension of patient care and medical procedures empowered the persuasion of physicians about the advantages of structured routines. Reward power. Dr. Ludwig also leveraged incentives to encourage compliance among physicians. Reward involves offering incentives that others deem valuable, and by acknowledging and rewarding physicians who followed the guidelines and cultivated a culture characterized by cooperative, collaborative behavior are rewarded handsomely. That incentivizes them to do the right thing and realize that they do have value in what they do. As I look at leadership style comparison, I look at Ko-Ann Vikoren Skarinas. This is a lady who I have researched and found her to closely resemble Dr. Ludwig's style. So, Ms. Ko-Ann and Dr. Ludwig's leadership approaches exhibit similarities and differences, especially when applied in the healthcare sector. Ms. Ko-Ann, known for a transformational and community-focused leadership style, emphasizing community engagement and relationships with patients and local groups to improve healthcare outcomes. However, Ms. Skarinas faces challenges due to resources that hinder the implementation of some of her desired changes. On the other hand, Dr. Ludwig combines transformational and servant leadership elements in this approach. Dr. Ludwig prioritizes procedures to enhance patients' care and operational efficiency while fostering a supportive environment through empathy and attentive listening. Although this approach boosts staff motivation, it may also lead to resistance from physicians who prefer autonomy in their practices. But he has effectively guided his physician group and other healthcare workers with him to operate as a team. It's really about a team approach. And so they have gotten the message. Ms. Skarinas excels in community engagement and trust building, but may sometimes struggle with resource limitations. Dr. Ludwig's strengths include high staff motivation and improved care, consistency due to standardized practices. Nevertheless, this method may cause pushback from employees accustomed to independence. When contrasting these approaches, both leaders deeply apply concepts to spark inspiration and drive the team forward. However, both encounter obstacles in executing strategies due to the varying emphases of the leadership styles. We look at transformational leadership, trust, motivation, and engagement. Okay, so that's it. As I move on now to leadership lessons, Dr. Ludwig emphasizes NewView Health's mission to improve healthcare quality. This vision is to leverage technology to enhance patient care and support hospitals. The strategic approach involves understanding hospitals' operational and financial challenges and devising cost-effective solutions. This strategic mindset ensures that the organization remains aware of the constraints within the healthcare system and continuously seeks innovative solutions to overcome these challenges. In today's day and age where hospitals are being swallowed up by large corporations, many of these hospitals want to remain solvent and they want to avoid being taken up into another system's arms, if you will. And so it is important for them to practice and to provide the type of care that will encourage patients to come to their hospital, and so they can remain solvent and provide the best care possible, that they will remain in business for years to come. NewView is helping to provide this to these institutions. In looking at leadership lessons, Dr. Ludwig emphasizes New View Health's mission to improve healthcare quality. The vision is to leverage. He believes an entrepreneurial mindset is key to fulfilling the organization's mission and vision. As outlined in Part C of the Characteristics of Leadership Likert Scale, Dr. Ludwig shows a willingness to take risks, self-confidence, and innovative thinking. Studies indicate that an entrepreneurial mindset, which involves being willing to take risks, having confidence in one's abilities, and using problem-solving skills, is essential for leaders looking to promote innovation and attain objective success. I want to remind us that successful leadership hinges on 3 behaviors: proactivity and work ethic. Leaders should show initiative and demonstrate a strong work ethic. This behavior helps cultivate a culture of diligence and ongoing enhancement. Internal locus of control is another important aspect. Leaders who possess a sense of control believe that they can influence outcomes through their actions, which boosts their effectiveness in leading others and inspiring them. Another is openness to experience. Very important. Being receptive to ideas and not taking a sort of dogmatic kind of approach is very important. So therefore, openness to experience, being receptive to ideas and experiences, enables the leader or leaders to adjust to evolving situations and innovate successfully. Leaders must avoid micromanaging their teams and being excessively risk-averse to nurture a dynamic work environment. Instead, they should empower their teams, promote calculated risk-taking as catalysts for innovation and progress. And that is exactly what Dr. Ludwig has done with his team. In my final thoughts of reflections, I decided to interview Dr. Philip William Ludwig because of his experience and leadership role at the New View Health, which provided perspectives on the challenges and strategies in healthcare management. On the other hand, I selected Koan Vikaren Skarinas for her community-focused leadership approach, offering a viewpoint within the same industry. Throughout the interview, a key obstacle was ensuring communication and active listening. Maintaining engagement, minimizing interruptions, and posing follow-up questions or inquiries were essential for obtaining insights. This encounter shed light on leadership, emphasizing the significance of adaptability and responsiveness in situations. Drawing from these insights, I aim to enhance my leadership capabilities by implementing approaches and prioritizing communication in my interactions with others. I thought this project gave me a keener sense as to how leaders succeed and how they fail in the business world. I really enjoyed this project, and there are many lessons that I have taken in my reflections. And I want to thank you again, Professor Dury, for making this project possible for us students to learn so much from it. Thank you, and God bless.